Well, for whatever reason, this thing came out perfectly straight, which means I have to take back all those horrible things I was saying about foreign countries, but even the blind squirrel catches a nut now and then. Let's talk about scale length. This is using the Fender scale, which is 25.5 inches. Gibson is 24.75 inches. Paul Reed Smith and others is 25 inches. Well, what does that mean? The distance between the pinch point on the bridge, where the string meets the bridge, and where the string meets the nut on this is 25.5 inches. That's important because these are all, frets are all placed in a specific spot so that the tunings will be right, well, within very, very small degree, for the proper notes to be played. The fret spacing on a 25.5 inch scale neck is different than that of a 25 or a 24.75 in order to get the same tones. The Gibson neck is going to be 24.75, which is 3/4 of an inch shorter than the Fender, right? And just like if you move your fingers up the fret, you're raising the pitch of the string when you push it. It's getting higher and higher and higher the shorter the string is. Therefore, the string tension on a Fender is going to be different than the string tension on a Gibson, because a Gibson neck is shorter, right? The Gibson tension is going to be a little looser than on a Fender, which is longer. They have to loosen the tension to get that same pitch out of a shorter string. Pretend like you're moving your fingers up the fretboard and you wanted this to be, and instead of an F, an E, you would tune it down until this note rings an E. But when you take your finger off, it's E flat. Okay. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it's true. Trust me. So we're looking for 25.5. At the nut, which is exactly right. So scale length is right. And again, if you buy a Fender body or you buy a high-end body and neck, it's probably going to be right. But if you don't check those things, you're going to have issues with tunings. And these have adjustments. I can loosen this screw and the spring will push that saddle forward or back. And that's going to be important because not only does that have to be 25.5 inches, but there's going to be variables in there because of what's called intonation. And we'll cover intonation when I'm all done. Because now Suzanne's coming out here to talk to me. She doesn't want to be on video.